is a very delicate subject and a lot of people don't like to talk about money, but that's what we're going to focus in this video because there are so many habits that are keeping some people poor and want to make sure that this doesn't happen to you. The first bad money habit is not knowing your finances. So what do I mean? You don't know how much you earn, you don't know how much your monthly bills are, you don't know how much you owe, you don't have any idea of your finances. So when you get paid by the end of the month or the end of the week, depending on your pay package, you just spend it. So you don't know how much you earn, and this would actually cause problems for you because you don't know how to plan. So as an individual or as an adult, you must learn how to know what exactly you earn and how you're going to spend it. You must know what your bills sum up to at the end of the month and make sure that you're putting money aside. And that leads to the second point, which is you must know how to budget. So for you to know how to budget, you must first know how much you earn. If you don't know how much you earn, how would you be able to plan your budget? So if you know how much you earn, you'll be able to put money aside for your groceries, for your rent, for your hobbies, or for anything you want to actually do. But you must know how much you earn in order to budget because this would actually help you. Another money habit that may keep some people poor is bad debt. So this could range in different forms. So credit card debt, so spending lots of money on your credit card when you don't actually have a way to pay it back, or spending this money on luxury, so buying expensive bags, expensive watches, expensive clothing on your credit card, forgetting that the banks actually make money from lending you money, and sometimes this credit card have really high interest rates, as high as 22%. So you shouldn't be spending the money on your credit card on luxury items. In my own opinion, it should be something like, you say, your schooling, if there's an emergency with your health, or let's say you've run out of food, so something really important. Luxury bags and luxury shoes are not important, so please don't spend your credit card on this item, especially if you don't have money to replace it back. Another example of bad debt is actually borrowing money from different financial institutions that charge high interest rates. So financial institutions who lend money to people but charge really high interest rates. So any interest rate above 20% is high. So please don't borrow money from these institutions except it's an emergency. Another money habit that are keeping people poor is that they have really expensive hobby. So you shouldn't have a hobby which is expensive if you don't have the money to fund the hobby. I have spoken to quite a number of people who tell me that their hobbies are either shopping, horseback riding. So these are really expensive hobbies, especially if you can't afford it. So it would be wise to pick a hobby that is cheap and something that you can actually afford, especially in these times that we're living in where there is a lot of inflation. So having a cheaper hobby would actually help you save your money. Another habit keeping some people poor is the fact that they don't care about money. Have you ever met someone who tells you, I don't talk about money, I don't care about money? You cannot afford not to care about money except you're rich. So if you're rich and you have accountants, you have managers who help you manage your money, you can afford not to care about money. But if you're an adult and you are actually earning money or you are receiving money from your parents, you should care about money because money is how we live in the world we are in now. We have to pay our rent, we have to eat, we have to clothe ourselves. So you have to care about money because it's very important. A habit that may be keeping some people poor is the fact that they do not have emergency funds. So I understand that the times we're living in now is really hard and it's really hard for people to meet up with their basic needs, but if you can, so it would be smart for you to keep some money aside just in case of emergency, in case something happens. You have some money put away that you can use in order to solve that issue. One habit that may be keeping some individuals poor is they're trying to keep up with their friends, their family, or even strangers on the internet. So some people just buy things because they've seen other people wearing them or using them, or someone is selling it to them. If you cannot afford these items, please don't buy them. If they're not important to you, if they're not going to add value to your life, if they're not going to add value to your wardrobe and you can't afford them, please don't buy them because you're just going to be spending your money on things that you don't actually need or is not actually important to you or would not even add value to you just because someone else have that item. What you can do is to save your money, invest it, okay, or save it in the long term, and maybe in a couple of months you'll be able to buy it. But not just because your friend has something or your friend has a particular phone, a particular bag, a particular shoe, using it or going on a particular trip that you want to actually buy or partake in those kind of activities. So please make sure that you are actually buying things you need, or you're buying items that are useful to you, not just because someone else has that item. Okay, this is what we're going to stop in this video. If this video has added value to you, please click the like button below. I want to say thank you to everybody who's watched up to this point. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel by hitting the red button below. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next video.